It appears that I'm live. I'm not sure yet. Hopefully we get some people popping in so I can see. It says we're live on YouTube. It says we're live on Facebook. Let's see if we get some people to pop in. We got 3 watching. Welcome. Just got back from soccer practice and had to set up a whole new setup. My workbench is a disaster, as you can see. Can you guys hear my audio? Someone give me a thumbs up or a comment if you guys can hear my audio. And we'll see. We'll have people check in. Hey, there we go. Yo, can you hear me all right? You guys got audio good? Check, check, check. All good. So there's no, what's the word I'm looking for? No back and forth. No reverb. So I'm cheating. I have my overhead rig here, and I've got, because the audio had feedback, I actually ended up putting my Bluetooth headset on over there on silent. So awesome. Hello there, everybody. So today, since Tony's globetrotting, I am going to be trying to carry the ship here and do some work to my 24 scale. So I'll try to keep up with the comments. We'll see how I do. If I don't catch it, put it back up again. It'll help if you put, for instance, a Q in front of a question if you have a question or whatever's going on. So, all right. So today's goal is to put a servo tray, a CCXRC weighted diff cover, and swap out the Mighty Chihuahua for the front servo here. And I've got this axial front axle that I'm going to be swapping onto the back here. It looks like a BB, an airsoft BB, all the way from North Carolina. I made it back on my Mini. That's how much I've driven this. It hasn't been much. He says, I'm actually on the way to bed. Just wanted to say, hey, hope you guys have a good holiday weekend. Thanks. Yeah, it's I worked all weekend, so that's how that goes. But, c'est la vie. So Billy, the kids RC, Tony's actually in Bulgaria right now, so I'm carrying the show for a little bit. I'm going to be doing some wrenching, hopefully successful wrenching. We'll see what happens. We're going to get 4 steer. The goal is 4 steer on this, and then if I have time, I'm going to switch out the tires. 3-way for rear steer or full function. Well, I don't know yet. I've never done 4 steer, so we're going to be learning this all together. I have a GT5, FlySky GT5, so I think I can. I don't think I can mix it, but I'll check. Howdy from Bama. Hey, Alabama, Nick Saban, he's my man. I love the way he coaches some football there. All right, let's see. Let's see what to do first. So first, I'm going to take off this Micro 99. That beeping you may or may not hear is my Mini battery. It'll go off in a second. I'm too lazy to turn around and turn it off. So how am I going to do this? I think I'm going to take the servo off and leave the servo horn on it. Nashville. What's up, Bulgar? I've always wanted to go to Nashville. Never had the opportunity yet. So let's see. Let's pull this off. So this, in case you guys don't know, is a custom chassis that I've designed and printed. It's a low CG chassis. Seems to work fairly well. And I want to see what it does on 4 steer. I think it should be pretty exciting. Cool rocks. Oh yeah, Utah, definitely cool rocks. All that red rock stuff down there. Well, I guess that people call, I don't know if that's considered Arizona down there with the red rock, but you know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Okay, so I have released the servo. Now I got to see about taking the servo horn off. And then I'm going to swap on the Mighty Chihuahua. Ha ha ha. See how that works. Almost there. This is going to be a learning process, guys, so bear with me. So I'm sure there's going to be some modifications I'm going to have to do at some point. Here's the Chihuahua. Let's get that bad boy out. It comes with some servo horns. Let's see. I think I'm going to use this white one, and if I have a Sharpie nearby, I'm going to give it the Sharpie treatment. Hey, there's one right there on the bench. I could just take the front off and put it in the rear. That's a great suggestion. However, I might be doing some musical chairs on parts. I don't know. Yeah, I'll hold the chassis up in a second. So the other thing I wanted to do is I forgot about this. Thanks for reminding me. I've got these brass axles that I should probably swap on there now. So I'm going to be swapping some of that stuff out. I might as well just take the whole front end apart, hey? Go from there. So white horn crew, I can't do that, man. I gotta give it the blacked out treatment for sure. And I gotta do it before I install it, otherwise I'll never get it done. The Sharpie covers so much stuff. Love it. Love me a good Sharpie. Yep, SEX24. So that's the one that won the vote today, was the SEX24. If I'm feeling up to it, which I don't think I'm going to have enough gas in the tank. I wanted to do the low CG slash deal, but I have been running like crazy today. Today was meet the teacher at our school, and I'm highly involved there, so I had to be there a lot today. And then was at work for a bit. I worked all night last night, and now it's just back to this. Had soccer, all that kind of stuff. So I don't play soccer, my son does. So, oh, I don't know if you guys saw, but Shreddy had an awesome sale. I got this huge insulated mug for $9.99 on their website. I don't know if they still have them for sale or not, but check it out. I think it's shreddy.com. Muy delicious. Muy delicious. Okay. So I take off these wheels. Oh man, this is going to be a mess. I can't believe my desk is this messy. That's all right. That shows that I'm having fun, right? Do you do a burnout at the school to teach all the youngsters? You know, it's funny because I actually drive my truck to school or to my kids' school every now and then, and well, often. It's almost a daily driver, and people dig it. The kids dig it. When I pick up the kids from the line, they dig it, but it's a little stinky and a little loud. Runs rich, but I have those fuel scents on there. I don't know if you guys have ran those before, but right now I have cinnamon rocking. So that's awesome. RC Raceworks, if you're watching, there's your mat, man. It is getting some work, as always. What scale is this, Kenneth? This scale is 1/24th. So this is that chassis that I was talking about. It's a little deeper. It's got a little bit of angle to it. The crossbar or cross members are done there. All 3D printed. And designed it all here. It's a pretty cool rig. I dig it. So let's see. What's going to be the easiest way here? I think I am just going to start taking stuff apart. Might as well leave the top shocks on. Take off these bottom shocks. Actually, yep, I gotta take off the bottom shocks. Front springs are different than the back springs. Organized chaos. Of course it is. Of course I know where everything is on my desk too. Right? I don't think so. But I'm going with that anyway. Didn't do much racing today. You gonna do an aluminum version of that chassis? I don't know. I was thinking about, Tony was thinking about maybe doing one like this in carbon. We'll see. I wanted to test it a lot more before I put it out to the world. It's pretty. If you guys saw the crawl at the Andersons, for being a heavy hard body on top, it's very capable. Yep, I crawl at lunch every now and then too. We have that Die Hard RC by our house, and by my shop. Everything is like within 10 minutes of me. So Die Hard's within 10 minutes. My shop is about, my shop's pretty close. My shop's about 5 minutes from my house, and my kids' school is about 5 minutes from the house. So it was pretty nice. All right. Almost there. No, this isn't the frame. I don't think so. He has the file. I don't think he's printed it yet. But this isn't the frame. This is a different frame. This is one that I designed. Let's see. I just realized I forgot to put my overhead camera on Do Not Disturb. So hopefully that doesn't go black sometime soon. For some reason, my parents like to call when I'm doing this all the time. So did any of you guys see the new video that I posted over at Die Hard? It's a pretty fun time. Went out and did a bunch of bashing. All right, so where to start with this? Wow, there's a lot of work to do. More than I thought. Okay, so eventually I'm going to have to buy one of these, another brass one set up from Tony. Because look at that. Right this way. Pretty sweet. All brass. I like it. All right, so I think if I just take these off, I can just put them right on to the new ones. And as you can see, I blacked out these before Tony had gold. Yeah, I don't think he's splitting them up yet. I was talking to him about that because I was saying how some people are going to want to do 4-steer. So I'm going to be stuck with 2 rear axles. Thanks, Billy the Kid, for reminding everyone. Let's see. One thing that I wish I would have done, and I can't really do now, is I wish I would have got overdrive for the front, but I didn't. So that's too bad. All right, so let's take this off. There's actually quite a bit to disassemble one of these bad boys. Take this off. Yeah, I have my 10 scales overdriven, except for my race truck. That one is normal 50/50. I haven't overdriven a Mini. I wanted to. And I've never 4-steered one, period. We had a ground pounder a while ago that was 4-steer. That was pretty cool. But I never did anything beyond that. I had some things that I was designing to do 4-steer. One of the things I don't like about 4-steer is it kind of changes the geometry in the wheel well, on what the wheel looks like in there. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I think if you change your endpoints, it doesn't look so crazy. What's my channel name? RC Amigos. RC Amigos. So it's just RC Amigos on YouTube and RC_Amigos on Instagram. I'm more on Instagram than YouTube, though. Thanks for stopping in, Bull Gear. Appreciate it, man. Have a good one. What's up, JMMC or JMRCs? Rock Wolf Designs, what's up? Wish I could have music going. It's like the weirdest thing. I never don't have music. Ha! Thanks a lot, Brad. Phone's dying. I know. I hope my phone doesn't die soon. A little concerned of that. But if it does, it's a sign. You know, I haven't seen anything or heard of anything of delays on that. So I would say it's on time, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it being late. Yeah, I'm going to go full exposed brass axles on this one. Might have some good contrast back and forth. It's not my first choice, but it is my only choice right now. Nice. That came out pretty smooth. See if this drops back in. Boom. Okay. Shocks. These axles are from Tony. They're CCXRC axles. What shocks am I using? I'm using, I believe they're the ones from Tony's site, actually. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure. They're double barrel shocks. They're pretty smooth. Took a little bit for me to break them in, but once they were broken, they did just right. Okay, guys. So one thing that I'm doing that's kind of dicey is that I'm not in a clean environment. And you should probably be in a more clean environment when you're doing this kind of stuff. But I'm being careful. So hopefully that counts for something. Right now I'm just putting in these bearings. And hopefully everything lines up. And I'm going to pop some grease in here. As soon as I get this in, boom. There we go. So get the axle in there to sit. Oh, didn't pull the axle, the bearings out of the end there. Yeah, I know. I was gonna put some kind of grease in it because it was a little, what's the word? A little tight right off the bat, but they loosened up pretty well. Okay, let's see if I can get these bearings out without breaking anything. There's one. One bearing in. Let's get this other bearing. These I think were some of the first runs of his. I think he's got another run coming though of gold because people liked them. A trick that you can do if you have the black ones and you want gold ones. I don't know how well it works on brass, but I've heard of people doing oven cleaner, and that will take all the anodizing or the powder coating off and leave you with the raw finish. But I have not done that, so I can't tell you yay or nay. Oof, that is a tight tolerance right there. Hopefully that's good. All right, so I'm going to reach up here and get my grease. All right. What's up, Kurtz RC? Tony is MIA. He's not MIA. He's in Bulgaria. So I'm running with it tonight, solo, and keeping his channel alive. And we're doing 4-steer on the SEX24 using a Mighty Chihuahua. All right. So this is looking good. See if this all seats in. Looks pretty solid to me. Drop some of these screws in. Send her home. Yeah. I haven't seen him do an overhead shot in a while. Oh no, there goes one bearing. You know what? I wonder if the hardware is different on this. I think it might be shorter. think it might be shorter. Let's see. These look pretty close. Just dump them all out. See how many extras I have by the time the night's over. All right, let's see. Let's see. This one seems to be sitting all right. No bottoming out so far. That's a plus. Let's see if I can get this one in. I'm excited for this. How many end up on the floor? Yeah, I know, right? That's the one thing that's a bummer about this mat. I really, really like this mat. But it isn't magnetic. But it's kind of a double-edged sword. When you do the custom build stuff, like what I do a lot, I get metal shavings, and those tend to end up on the mat anyway. So it's kind of nice to not have them everywhere, stuck on everything. So who else is wrenching tonight? Anybody? And what are you wrenching on? Just tuned in. What are we working on? So we are working on converting SCX24 to do foresteer. I don't know. I don't know if I like the way that's seating right now. I got a tiny, tiny little gap here. And last truck I had on that video, thank you, by the way, was a custom built Baja Ray. And the buggy, truggy type thing was a team associated Nomad DB8. You're installing some portals. That's cool. I thought about getting some portal action on. I hope I didn't just strip this screw out. Everybody cross your fingers, because that is going to epically suck if I did. Because then I'm just going to have to, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Internal winch. Nice. Okay, so what's the call here? I feel like we have some seating issues, and I may be in trouble. Because I think I stripped out a bolt. And I can't get my axle to seat right. What else could go wrong? Let's see. I could always just put 2 plastic axles on. Oh, wait. Did that go home? Nope, bearing just came out. All right. Oh yeah, thanks for the. Yeah, it was a fun. That's a fun build, man. That was a good one. Okay, so my gear spins freely. That's the first good step. But let's see if I can get this axle in. Yeah, well, I think it might have been my error that I didn't put everything home right before I started screwing things down. Where's a top view camera? This one? Yeah, that's my other camera. That's at my house. Oh wait, did that go? Oh, that just dropped in. Okay. Okay, so now I know it'll fit. Yeah, so there's a problem with taking off that diff bearing or the diff cover. You see, I may have overdone it a bit. And that's a problem. I really don't feel like I don't feel like drilling it out. I haven't upgraded my arms or rod ends. I know Trio makes some aluminum ones, but it's kind of the thing. I mean, you know how it is. It's kind of like the no free lunch. If you do something, what's the next down the line that's going to break? So aluminum links, I would say, would probably, unless you have aluminum axles, would translate into breaks down the line on the axle. But I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really had too many issues with mine. I know some people have before, but not me yet. Oh man, this is driving me crazy. Let's do this. There's got to be somewhere that it just drops in home. Come on. Let's go to your home. Is it going to be an hour of me trying to get my axles to seat? Wouldn't that be exciting television? Let's see if I can rotate the pinion. Oh, I feel it. I feel where it's supposed to go. And have you got tricks that I'm unaware of? Do I get out the hammer? It's just not wanting to go to its home, man. Let's see. Well, let's try the other one. See if that one drops in. Yep, that one's all the way home. All right, let's tighten the rest of these and see if that just sucks it all in together better. So the axle isn't fitting into the ring gear, or the ring part of the worm gear. So it's not letting the axle bottom out. Oh, look, I think that just dropped in. Boom. All right, problem solved. Just call Tony and say, yo, dog, need some help here. I know, right? He's all about these 24s. Cool. All right, that one's good. Maybe I should throw these knuckles on before I get too much further so I can lock it down. Okay, there's one. I don't know where all the bushings went. I should Loctite it, but I'm not going to. I like to live dangerously. And I'm only going to put one in, I think, right now. Okay. Boom. Oh, this is nice. Very nice. I like it. So, I'm not sure. I know that I think it's GPM, and I'm not just saying this because I have a I would say look, because I thought I saw them, but GPM at asiatees.com is where I found a lot of GPM parts. They're fairly inexpensive. The shipping sucks. Like that's where it's better where if you spend a ton, not a ton, but if you spend more money, then it absorbs some of that shipping cost. But I think they have stuff for the LMT, like those type of capturing rod ends, and aluminum rod ends also. Because I know they had things like that similar for the Rift and similar for the Baja Ray. And that's some, I got the shocks for my Baja Ray, and I was getting them just to try them out and talk about them. And I really like them. They're really solid. And I've seen Vehicle City Monsters is running them on the shocks for the LMT on his, and it looks pretty stout. So, all right, I've got motion. We're good. We're good. All right, so let's put this sweet servo mount on. You know, I'm not a fan of the brass color. I gotta be honest. The black and brass combination, kind of digging it. don't think that's the right screw for this. Oop. I think there's a longer one. Let's see if I can pull this out. So one thing I'm not a huge fan on these 24s is how tiny everything is. What's going on, Nick? Nick B. I had some monster truck 10 scale, and I'd like the 3-day. Oh, hit a fence, smashed it ever since it's been crawling. Yeah. Yep. That's kind of par for the course, right? Move on to the next one. All right. We are getting there. We are getting there. And just like that, voila. Let's see. It looks pretty good, I'd say. Looks pretty good. I like the combination. So, on to the next part, which would be mounting the little Chihuahua, the mighty Chihuahua. Yeah, that's kind of like the Element or RGT, whichever one it is. It has a little bit slightly bigger hardware, which is nice. Time to take a break. Holy moly. How have I already done 42 minutes? Time is flying. It's probably like watching paint dry for you guys, though. You're like, get on with it. Let's go, old man. Sorry about it. Figuring it out as I go. It's just what has to happen sometimes. So let's get this one and let's pick this one out. Cheers. So I've got a couple builds coming up that I gotta get cracking on because I don't want to build them all through winter. I kind of want to get my builds lined up and squared away. Ooh, I just realized something. I'm going to need a tiny washer. Does this come with tiny washers? Nope, but it comes with flange screws that don't work. Oh yeah, you got the gauntlet coming up. Tony was thrashing on his car trying to get that ready. Wish I could make it out there. Just not in the cards for me this year. Not in the cards. Let's see if I have something in my bag of goodies. I need a little washer. And I don't have any little washers. I have rubber O-rings. Oh, wait. There's two potentially small washers. Again with the tiny pieces. Let's see here. Boom, got one. Let's see if I can pick this other one out. Oh, how I wish this brass was magnetic. Boom. All right, let's try those. Let's try those. Just slightly bigger than the bolt head. What's up? What's in the box? Okay, let's see if this works. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You guys are talking about winches. So, what's your guys' take? Do you like servo winches or do you like scale winches? Or those kinetic winches that you guys are talking about? Which ones are your preference? I don't know yet. I had like a scale winch on one of my builds. I don't use my winch a whole lot, to be honest. And I had a scale one on one of my builds, and it just looked cool, but I never used it. And I have an internal servo winch, which I love. It's the Reese IS 800. Holy moly, that thing will pull anything. That's rad. All right. Where's my servo horn that I just colored to match my table? I am streaming without Tony. He gave me the keys to the castle. That's daring of him to trust me with this. I don't even have a dump button. I could start cursing like crazy and he'd never know. Scale winching is more fun. Yeah, I think it's cool looking. I do. All right, I gotta see how far I need to cut this. Do I just cut that bottom one off? Yep, I think so. All right, so here's something else too, guys. I'm sure you guys have all done this before, but if you have not, when you put a servo on, always center your servo before you put on the rest of the stuff. First crawler, 24 Bronco. Oh, yeah. Don't judge crawling by your first 24 scale crawl, though. It's going to be a little, in stock form, they're fun, the 24 scales, but it's going to be a little, it's going to leave you wanting a little bit more. And the 10 scales are definitely a way to go. Well, 24 scale is awesome too, but I just mean like if you play with a 10 scale, you'll totally get it. Traxxas scale winch. Took off the front of my Bronco and made the mount to get it inside the hood. Yeah, so yeah, that's the thing. It's like you kind of live and die by the scale detail and stuff like that. Yeah, 124s are a gateway truck until you start going crazy with them, and then they turn into like the main truck. I almost didn't take my own advice. All right, so let's see. I'm going to plug this in for the first time. Yeah, that's one of the cool things is that you can carry it kind of anywhere you go. I'm stuck here. I got to take this battery off the charger. All right. Oh, I guess I need a transmitter. And I don't need to wear my headset either, which is nice. I don't hear anyone talking to me. All right, let's turn this on. Select the right model. So let's see here. So, I think it's the C240. Okay, let's plug it in. Let's. This one have an on off switch? It does. Getting some weird feedback there. So I'm going to center out my servo. There. All right, and so you can see the axle kind of dancing a little bit. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'll turn this off. Okay, what's the chat saying? Messy Bench is happy. Tiny trucking thing. Yep. RC addiction is the best addiction to have for sure. Yep. Throw them in the bag and go. Already thinking about 10 scale crawler and take with me for a walk. Dude, so that's what I love doing, walking in the woods with my 10 scale. Or throwing it on your backpack and walking through the woods and throwing it down in a place that you can get some cool lines. You can see that one right there I'm working on is a carbon fiber belly dragger that's nice and light. So I can do that same thing with. Stock receivers, the new ones are great. I didn't like the older ones, meaning just how proportional they were. But yeah, it's nice being able to only have one for the few that I got. What did I just do with that horn? There it is. So I'm going to try to get it close to center. I'm just looking to see if I'm going to put this on the outside or on the inside. Looks like it's going to have to go on the inside. Yep, definitely like going on hikes with the 10 scale. Definitely my cup of tea. And it's nice when you feel all accomplished after doing it too. Okay. So here's that balancing act type game. Try to hold 3 things and not drop the screw. Tony was saying he might wake up and see if he pops on. Not sure what time. Someone could look at it. Maybe check out what time, how many hours ahead Belarus is, or Bulgaria. That's what it is. How many hours ahead Bulgaria is to Pacific time zone. So how many of you guys have the Sling or the Bog Hog on pre-order? Specifically the Sling, because if you guys have the Sling on order, you're gonna want that wheelie bar that I was doing to save your body. Boom. Look at that. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Let's put the screw in there. Where is my Phillips? Mighty tool bit. Where did it go? There it is. Look at Pablo's pet mat. I always said 15% racing, 80% wrenching. Another 5% is taking a break because of frustration. Yeah. My pit mat is pretty busy, but not so much anymore. I used to keep 3 people's rigs afloat, mine, my son's, and my daughter's. Now mostly it's just me and my son, but especially if we're racing, that's a lot of action. Okay, so let's put this driveline yoke back on. Specs on the servo. Good question. I've got an answer for you. Hang on one second. Let me get this locked in real quick before I go too crazy. Ooh, yeah, the Trail Cheyenne, that looks pretty sweet. And the King Swing, lucky you. Okay, so 7.4 volts, 95 ounce inches, 8.4 volts, 104, 6 volts. So if you're running it on the stock system, that is 80 ounce. Speed 7.409, 8.408. It is steel and copper gears. Only weighs 20 grams. The voltage rating goes up to 8.4, so it should be pretty solid. Am I going to make it to Die Hard before the end of September? I was just there and I did a video. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. I'm traveling for a wedding. So, okay, Belarus is 10 hours ahead of Pacific time. Nice. So what time is it now? 9 o'clock? So someone do the math. I've had a long day. So that's what, 8 o'clock his time? He should be getting up. I'm going to try to make it Die Hard, but I'm traveling at the end of the month. Oh, and I've got my son just started soccer. So Chris says, I just sold 2 monster trucks within the month. That definitely helped. Hopefully I get this thing before Friday. Yes, so that's kind of what I'm on the ropes about, selling some vehicles, because I think we're going to be looking at doing some carpet racing, turf racing indoors. So after soccer's over. So I got to figure out what to sell. They have a good stadium truck class. So I'm thinking 720 Belarus. Thank you, Nick. So they have a stadium class. I kind of want to do that. I'm debating on having my son start with a buggy, 2-wheel drive, or with the LCG slash chassis. Done buying trucks for a while. I got a wedding to focus on. She keeps talking about house. Yeah. Yep. No, I know that feeling, man. Definitely know that feeling. All right, let's get this in here. Watch Tony pop on and be like, "What are you doing? You did it all wrong." I probably ported it over to his like personal Facebook, not the CCXRC Facebook. And most of you guys are, I think, from looking at the chat. Oops. I think most of you guys right now are on YouTube chatting in. Hit me with a comment if you're on Facebook watching. Buy more RC cars, sleep in a tent. 100%. All right. The slash class might be the cheapest to maintain. Yeah, see, that's the thing. And I don't know how committed we're going to be able to be. We have a really busy lifestyle. RC is always secondary, but we travel and not travel, but it sounds weird, but we'd go places for work. And so we always bring our RC everywhere and it adds up quick. So yeah, the slash definitely would be the cheapest to get into. And he'd just be, I mean, I'm going to be running novice too. I'm not that skilled yet. So we'd both be running novice for a minute. And I don't, if he got into it, the problem is I'd want him to get like more into it. I drill a few reasons. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I really dig the scale look of that. If you put, so Spec RC makes some 2.2s, check those out. Having those aluminum 2.2s on there, all billet, ooh, that'd be hot. Oh yeah, so the two-wheel drive, the LCG slash is 2-wheel drive. So that's kind of the part that I just want it to be cheap. I thought he could run novice for a while. And then if he comes out of novice, I don't know if he can change into another car or if he has to stay with the slash class. These are things I don't know. The hard thing about racing there is that it is like a full day commitment kind of a thing. I think versus the, just kind of getting in and getting out. Oh man, this axle is so much lighter than this axle. Much different. Okay, let's see if I can change out the diff cover, and I'm going to put the Reefs 99 on here with the CCXRC tray. Oh, all stock parts. So I can't run. So I can't run the low CG chassis. I see. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't want to just buy a buggy so he can run it, because the buggies, the hard thing about that is that you can't really run them anywhere. So Chris, I am doing 4-steer on my SCX24 using the new Mighty Chihuahua CCX RC Reefs RC servo. And so I got a stock front axle from my local hobby town, and I'm going to dress it up with some brass parts from CCXRC, the diff cover, and the servo tray. Yeah, see, I've got a couple slashes. I have a stock slash. They're just, in my opinion, we've driven them on the turf before. They're not, in my opinion, worth setting it up for turf with the high CG. Yeah, so that's the plan, is that I was thinking he'd go on novice until he got booted out of novice and then go into two-wheel drive buggy. But it's kind of like earning his way out of novice. Ooh, RC demo derby would be fun. Yeah, shipping's always a pain. Yeah, so I'm talking more of the carpet stuff. Off-road, yeah, it's kind of a run what you brung kind of a thing. And I'm not opposed to him getting into buggy, but I almost wonder, he's more of a truck guy too, so I almost wonder if it would be more worth it for him to run stadium in novice and then run stadium in the stadium truck class. He races with the adults in U4, so I feel confident he'd be fine. Yeah, the slash platform is super versatile. Super versatile. Anyone else hate taking out these little? I feel like I'm going to break them every time. Man, there's no grease whatsoever in the stock axle. Whoa, that's crazy. That's a lot in shipping. I know shipping to Canada is pretty bad too. I'm friends with, he used to be O Canada RC. He had a podcast, and now he's got a new podcast called Popjaw. So if you don't know him, go sub him on Spotify and Apple. He's got an awesome podcast. I really dig it. The new Popjaw one is more geared towards pop culture, dad stuff, all that kind of thing. But I've shipped stuff to him, and it costs an arm and leg for me to ship it. And then he had to pay for it to get out of customs, like another $100. It's crazy. Yeah, so off-road, Nick, going back to racing for him. So we race U4, and so he races that Nomad, and then he races 1.9 class and 2.2 and IRS. Whoa, 8X Elite would be quite the rig to have him run. He's not that good. Not yet. Not at turf anyway. We don't. Are you talking about running that on dirt? Because he could probably tear it up on dirt, but he's not that good on turf yet. We have not enough practice at all. Thanks, man. I get by. I don't claim to have all the knowledge, but experience is key, I guess. Man, this bearing is not wanting to go in. Another thing not wanting to seat perfectly. Oh, for dirt. Yeah. I've thought about doing a podcast before. It's just one more thing, right? So I don't know how far this is supposed to seat. Oh, 8 scale. Yeah. So that's like the Nomads, the DB8s. So I don't know if you saw the Die Hard video that we did. He was running the DB8 with the black wheels, greasing the landings and all that. So we've talked about doing 8 scale. Maybe next year. He's still young. I was joking with my wife. I was showing her those videos of the pit stops with 8 scale, and I was like, that could be me and my son right there. Nothing with my mega truck yet besides the wheelie bar. It's been really dry out here too. I'm waiting for some better rain weather, which sounds weird. But yeah, I wanna get out there and play with it more. The wheelie bar was a huge help. One thing I did notice though about working with manufacturers and things is that they're not super keen. Like, for instance, I get sponsored parts and stuff, but they're not super keen on making vehicles that are like so unrecognizable. So like a lot of my vehicles, you kind of have to look at them and look at the axles to understand what car they are or what kit they are. A lot of the companies, if you're doing stuff for them or as an ambassador or whatnot, they like to see that vehicle look stock so people can recognize it when they see it going. That's about when I got my first. I didn't get a Falcon. I got a Blackfoot, and then I got a Mud Blaster right after that. Oh, I don't know if I have another ball joint for this steering arm. Yeah, definitely. So I designed the one that's on Scale Metal Supply's website. So if you head over to his website, it's there somewhere. There might be a link on our old video about that. But yeah, so that one seems to work all right. It's tucked in tight, so it's like enough to be safe, but it's also not like overly obtrusive. It's a weird body. You'll see. My second car was a RC10 dirt oval racer. Sweet. Yeah, I had so I started with the Blackfoot, and then I went to a Mud Blaster, and then what did I do after the Mud Blaster? I don't know any of you old school guys out there. Do you guys remember the Futaba Stadium truck? I had that one. I think I had the Tamiya Blitzer. I think it was. It was like the Nissan body truck. That Proline seems to be resurging now. And then I went to. I think I took a break after that. went to school, all that kind of stuff, came back, and then I got a RC10 GT Nitro, and then I was into Nitro, and then I got the T-Max, and then did the big block on the T-Max. And that was fun. And then I went away again for a while, and then came back and just kind of went all in once I hit adulthood and could go all in. Oh yeah, RC10s. My dad had one of those. Always wanted it. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I kind of miss my Nitro stuff, and then I don't. So, Nitro is always fun until it isn't. Ooh, concrete oval would be fun. I remember seeing those on an RC car action, the big ovals, like the NASCAR style ovals, and I always thought those were really cool. Yeah, so you might be able to see it up there. I have the Claude, and my family got me that because that's the one that I always wanted growing up. Always wanted a Claude, and I never was able to get it. And then I got it for Christmas one year. It was pretty awesome. Lunchbox is really cool. I like the Midnight Pumpkin too. Hello. Oh, my daughter's coming down.
I changed my earrings.
Nice. They look awesome. Good job.
Thank you.
New earrings for the daughter.
Sorry for interrupting.
It's okay. Original Grasshopper and Hornet. That's cool. I don't remember the 36 scale low CRC. But yeah, I remember the Lunchbox and the Midnight Pumpkin. I always thought those were cool. I don't even know if you can buy those bodies anymore. That'd be a pretty rad scale build. I remember saving up all my money, and I don't know if you guys remember those big piggy banks that were like Coca-Cola bottles, and they're like 2 feet tall, 3 feet tall. I had all my savings in those and change in dollars, and then I would beg my grandpa to take me to the hobby shop so I could go and buy something new RC. I used to always wash my wheels and stuff, or tires and stuff. It was awesome. Yeah, that should give you an idea. Yep. All right, now we're almost there. Now I got to figure out how to mount this ball joint to this reef servo. What does that say? It's more 1/12 scale. Yeah. Or you could do a LCG thing with it and chop it up. The what's the other one? Oh, I remember the radial speed controllers, or even before that, the what's it called? Linear speed controllers. Remember those that just went up and down the contact point? Those are pretty epic. 22. How old am I? I don't even know. What year is it? 22? Yeah, I'll be 42. That's also how you know you're getting old. Lose track of how many years you've been around. 50 and 4 months. Yep, young at heart for sure. But still old enough for good dad jokes. Oh yeah, the Novak. Was Novak the rooster or was that Tekin? I remember getting the rooster, getting all saving up for that. Jeff wins. All right. Is this going to work? Nothing better than popping in these tiny ball sockets. Does Tony sell the steering arms yet? Because he's going to have to after this. Well, we're getting closer. So what's left after this axle's dressed up? Then what? I got to do swap the links. I'll basically unbolt the other rear axle. Once the other rear axle is unbolted, then I've got to take off the driveline mount. What's up, RC Adventure? He sells steering links? All right, I'm going to have to hit him up. Laffy Taffy with the best dad jokes. Yes. I'm excited for this 3-steer or 4-steer thing. Should be pretty rad. No, so the front end is not 4-linked. The front end, I still have the Y-link on it. And the rear end obviously is 4-linked. I didn't see a huge gain with the 4-link for me with this chassis. It seemed to flex pretty well. I think probably with a stock chassis, it would make a lot more difference, but this chassis didn't need it. Yep, double barrel net shocks definitely helps. For sure. That's big money for that Bronco. What? I don't think they would ever do this, but would you guys ever do a kit 24? Like if they sold a 24 kit for like $100? Is that something that's even viable? I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of feel like I would. Soon-ish. You know where to go get a servo. You know what I just did? I forgot to grease the rear axle while it was off and open. Yeah, a kit with a clear body would be sick. I'd be all about that. Especially if it was like $100, no electronics, $80, no electronics. Oh man, they would sell that so much. Sold. Orange one would be cool. You could always paint it on the outside. What colors are stock on that Bronco? Oh yeah, hard body sold or solid. Yep, forgot about that. So then you could really paint it whatever color you wanted. Ooh. This axle is snug. Wow. I'll take some getting broken in. A roller chassis for $185. Wow. I don't think you guys have seen this one much. Well, this is my kid's. Hard body. C10 long bed. And it's got the battery box. You can't really see it too well. Let's see, which way do I have to go? It says C24 on it. And it has a cover to it. And we put the battery in there. It's not the best for comp crawling, but it works. Oh no. It's always something. It's always something. This is getting in the way of my servo. Well, isn't that awesome? So let's build it and then fix it later. Are these both threaded, or is only one threaded? Or any threaded? Well, that one's threaded. Great. So I also need a super extra long screw. And I don't think I have anything close to that long. Hey, thanks a lot. What's in the box? Yeah, I don't think I have anything that long. This is problematic. You're still hanging around here, Bulgar? Yeah, I can 3D print a different battery mount. And actually this mount right here is just where the body clicks in. I can make a different one there. But the battery normally clicks up here closer to the forward. The problem is I don't think I can do a I don't think I could do. How could I do this? I need an extra long bolt with a nut on one side. Yep. That's what I'm going to need to do. So you know what that means? I think that means I've got to table this one until I get that extra long bolt. I don't think I can. I'm normally good at MacGyvering stuff. I don't think that's possible. Oh, and here comes the yawns. Arg. Arg. One side is threaded on the, so that's on the CCXRC deal. Only one side is threaded. So on the 4-link, I can't capture it because I'd have to put everything on one side. Could you use a shock as a screw takeout? It's like a long screw. Oh. Let's see. Let's see. That's a good check. Okay, let's see. Problem is I don't have a nut. Or maybe I do. Problem is, like, there's not enough room to get the screw in backwards. I know what you're talking about. There's not enough room to get that screw in so that it hangs out enough to take on the ball joint. Let's see how long this screw is. Oh, baby. Oh, no, that's still not going to work unless I drill it out. And it's slightly wider in diameter. I don't think you can see bull gear, but I can't get a screw in here to pop out long enough for the ball joint. Put the nut in the middle. Oh man, that's a lot for... Let me make sure I have a nut first. That's asking a lot for my sausage fingers here. That's not the right size. Isn't that how it is? It always comes down to these little minute details. Oh, there's a little nut right there. So that means I need a screw slightly longer than the ball joint. Hey, take it easy, Nick. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Phone died. I know I don't have no idea how much juice I have on my phone up there with this video. Of course, it's like right in between sizes. Okay. Let's give this a try. Okay, so if I can get it to bite and get a few threads, that might work. Then I'll come back and Loctite it later. I could always sand down the ball joint a little bit. Okay, so we got one half. You're crazy, bull gear. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. Okay, let's see. Let's get this in. Whoa. On this side. Oh, I see it all in there, but I don't know how I'm going to hold that nut there. And it'd be nice if I knew where my tweezers were amongst this chaos. Because then I could hold it with my tweezers. No comments, please. No comments. Oh, there we go. That might be enough to get her started. Let's see. Ah, dropped it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. But it was close. Man, there's all kinds of garbage underneath there. Take that. Take that. There's that. Ah, great. Where'd it go? Just popped out of my tweezers. Where'd it go? I heard it hit the mat. Take it easy. What's in the box? Thanks for popping in, man. Seriously? I heard the screw hit the box or hit the mat. Okay, it's not in there. Where did it go? How long is it going to take, guys? How long is it going to take? Is it worth trying to see if I have another one? I don't know. Let's see. One more. Yeah, totally surgery. Okay, so I've got one more. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, I saw where that went this time. Whoa, I found them both. They went so far away. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop being a dummy. I'm going to take the yoke off so I can see what I'm doing. Outstanding job. I don't know about that. I'm not much of a talk solo into the camera kind of guy. Tony's got that market cornered. I'm more of a keep the show going. Let's talk fun stuff, but this isn't totally my cup of tea. But so far, so good. Okay, everyone hold their breath. Collectively, if we all hold our breath, might be able to nail it. Come on, baby. Just bite. Oh, yeah. Bull gear for the win. Look at you, bull gear. Like you've done this before. Good call. Boom. 4 link engaged. Okay, so let's put this axle yoke back in. I don't care about phasing. It's a tiny truck, let's be honest. You were about to get all angry. Get that nicotine rage action going. All right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? Doing it live, it's a whole other monster. I didn't curse, so we've got that going. Wanted to. Anyone else see this little spider right there? See him? He's quick. Where'd he go? There he goes. Yeah, got him. Anyone else see that little spider dancing around? Or is it just late and me being tired? How many of you have kids that are starting this week? School. Can't see it, too old. My kids kind of started today and start tomorrow, so it has been a chaotic household. Okay, I'm on a mission, guys. I'm on a mission. We're going to get this thing going. 3rd week of college. Wow, congratulations. There goes your RC budget. All right, so I get it. I know that everything isn't hitting right, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then I'm going to make a new bracket for it later. But my goal is we're going to have 4 steer by the end of the night. Come on. Go to your home, Screw. You can do it. That's crazy. That's a big spread. 9, 10, and 18. Oh. There's something else intriguing. There's a little bit of hitting on the shock bolt. Why is that? Okay, there we go. Rear axle installed. Time for the front axle. Wish me luck. Don't you say it. It should be easier than the last one. Good on you for taking on stepkids. I'm a stepkid, sort of, I guess. My stepdad, I call him my dad. He's pretty rad. Taught me how to do a lot of stuff. Been around since I was like 9 or 10. And definitely fun. We do all kinds of fun dad manly stuff together. All right. I know my tires are backwards. I just put them on so I didn't lose anything. Nope, not 4-link in the front. Got the Y-link in there, so I don't have to worry about the threading thing. I like this wheelbase that I got with it. All right, so. Oh, come on. Yep. There we go. Take off this wheel. Oh, we're almost there. Getting close. Getting close. Sorry, guys. I'm going to catch up on the chat in a minute. I'm just... I see the finish line. The finish line is upon us. The funny thing is my stepdad, he's not younger, but I always thought he was a lot younger, and then I just found out he's only like 3 years younger than my mom. So, but we used to go to Metallica concerts together, and we build hot rods together and all that kind of stuff. So kind of fun. Hey, what are you doing, Tony? Finally awake? Are you checking up on me, making sure I'm not doing anything bad? We're almost there, Tony. You came in right at the right time. What's your internet like? You gonna hop on or what? Are you still in your chones, your gravedigger jammies? Thanks, Bob Brad. Appreciate it. Which ones are the heavy ones? Yep, these are the heavy ones. You're going back to bed. Yep, and cursing like a sailor. Sorry about it, Tony. Just kidding. Been close. But I didn't do it. I'm about to check out here soon, Tony. As soon as I get forced steer initiated, I'm done. Ran into a few problems. Clearance issue, and then 4-link issue. Bull Gear had a great idea, so got past that. And now it's on to almost getting there. It is tiny to work on. Boom. All right. In case you don't know what I'm doing, I'm feeling to see which one has the weights in it. I only have weights on the front tires, not the rear. Incidentally, Tony, I'm going to have to hit you up. And I don't know if you're still selling or if you're planning on breaking up, but I got to hit you up and buy a set of, or another front axle. So I have matching axles. Have you found anywhere out abroad yet, Tony, to go and get some mini action in? What body do I have? A round one. Just kidding. I'm running this one. It's modeled after my 10th scale. I call it the Mini Lazarus. Wow. Look at this. This is exciting. I don't know where my little socket is, Tony. I think it's in my road pack. Oh yeah, I need steering links too. Oh, the name of this body? I 3D printed this body. It's the Pablo Supreme. Just kidding. Oh, there's something else that's going to need to change. Going to need to get some, stack these out a little bit more. Finding all sorts of stuff. So I have extra wide axles? What's going on with this? Uh-oh. I heard something just fall on the floor. I need a box of screws. Yes. Okay. We are getting closer. Nice. Something funny, Tony. I was taking it apart and I found one of the airsoft BBs from the Anderson's house. I was like, hey there. Maybe I'll frame it. Drill a little hole through it, put it on a necklace. Okay. Front steering. This one. Right. Rear steering. This one. Ooh, am I going to have enough room? Okay. Time to test it. This video is all hands. Yes, it is. All right. So I haven't calibrated my controller yet. Oh. So let's see. Mode A, B. Ready? Are we ready? Where can I put this that people can see it? Look at that power. It's just cool. Oh, look at that. Yay, we did it. Do you see that? How it just walks across? Oh my goodness, that is amazing. I'm just gonna scoot myself over this way. Okay, let's see what the other. So this Fly Sky GT5 has several. Okay, so that's crab. I haven't set my endpoints yet, so I'm not going to reef on it. I don't know if one servo. I saw that on the monitor too. I don't know. So that's off. So channel 3, what's just channel 3? So channel 3 is there. B is just rear steer, which is cool. Okay. C is normal. Man, that's crazy. So, okay. So I wonder if I did off and I put it to one of these channel 4, I wonder if that would get me. I sold, yeah. Okay, so I wonder if I did channel 4, if I can just run my auxiliary. No. No, wait. Let's turn it off and on, see if that makes any difference. Nope, channel 4 doesn't do anything. This is a 3-channel radio anyway. So I didn't think that's like the BCC or VCC, whatever that channel port is. So let's turn this on. So I can C is all 4, B is just rear. So I'll keep it like this. All right, let me see if I can tuck these wires out of the way so I can. Let's see how tight I can get this thing to turn. That seems pretty awesome. And I haven't set any. Boy, that would be interesting. I haven't set any different endpoints yet. Well, let me put a frame of reference. So this is my hand. And it gets almost a full. That's pretty good. It's pretty tight. The pit mat is a difficult course. See if I can crawl off screen here. Oh, I'm getting wrapped up. Can't do that. Getting wrapped up and stuff. All right, guys. I don't know why I want to do this. I just want to see what happens if I hold it on its side. Oh, it'll go all over the place. Look at that. For some reason, I'm getting... Oh, that's not the way I want to go. Stop. For some reason, I'm getting feedback and it wants to go the other way. Firmware update time. Crawls like a spider. Yes, it does. All right. So, you guys know where to get the stuff. Mighty Chihuahua. Right there. Mighty Chihuahua on the brass axles. CCXRC shocks. Mighty Chihuahua. Servo mount axles. Axle diff cover. And I've got the Reefs 99 on the back. CCXRC axle diff cover. And CCXRC servo mount. Boom. There you go. Whoa. Chihuahua to you. Yes. Thanks for the kudos. Yeah. So go to CCXRC to get that servo mount. You can get all the other stuff there. It's probably not shipping for a couple days since he's out of town. If you guys got any questions, I'll hang out for a couple more minutes. I gotta hit the rack. I'm tired. It's been a long week. You being back for next week, Tony? Oh, by the way, I wonder if I can flip this around. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this. Nope, not that one. Which one do I want? This one? This one? Tony, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pressing buttons left and right. Anyways, my face camera is on the new FaceTime camera, which is probably as good as the back-facing camera right now, pumping through. I don't know how to shift it. Let's see. It says hold shift, news layout, shift. Can I drag it? Boom! Look at that. That's a pretty good camera. Pretty good. Well, now I'm going to have to do four-wheel steering. Yep. It's pretty cool. Now I got to button it all up. I got to reprint the back mount here so I can get some articulation and do some crawling with it. All right. Thanks, Tony. You'll get back on Friday. Oh, nice. Filling orders. So, guys, he's still filling orders from across the pond. So go get them. And don't forget, go check out those wheelie bars. I don't know if I have another set here, but those wheelie bars, I think they're all at the shop for the King Sling, because you guys are getting your King Sling soon. I know that laptop cam is great. Isn't that crazy? That's super good for the laptop. So now I can do this overhead stuff and have the forward-facing camera on it. The color sucks, so there's that. But overall, it's pretty good. Child labor. Yeah. Yeah, I'm super pumped. So for you guys that don't know, I'm running a new computer here. It's the MacBook Pro 16-inch massive horsepower one. But the FaceTime is awesome on it. Camera looks great. Super duper. So next 24 stuff after that, I'm going to be working on this one, which is my kids. I'm going to put the hot racing on it that I had. I'm going to put the baby arm or whatever it's called. Baby Goliath. Yes, I'm going to put that motor in it. Let's see what else I can throw at it. And this one will be a pretty good one. I got different tires for it, but I got to figure out wheels. I got to get a new set of wheels. I don't want to spend a nice chunk of dough on my kids' mini crawler wheels. So I got to figure out. I might just 3D print a set. We'll see. Oh, name of the website for the wheelie bars is Scale Metal Supplies. Let's see if I can post it in the comments. I don't know if it works. Scale Metal Supplies.com. Yep. So you can go there, pick them up, and I'm getting a good cut of that. So he's one of my sponsors. I designed some stuff for him. but this one was like all purpose built. So 64 gig. I don't remember if it's 64 or 32. I think it might only be 32 because it's my wife's laptop. I have a big iMac at my shop. That's the mothership. So she didn't need the big 64 gig, but it's the 1 terabyte. I'm pretty sure it's 32 gigs on board or 16 gigs on board on the video card. I don't remember, but yeah, this one's a stout computer for sure. All right, guys, it's time for me to hit the rack. It is 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. Tony, glad to see you woke up another morning. I will catch you on the flip side. I'm about to head up, get ready to go to bed. Yes, totally destroyed the stock one yesterday. So the wheelie bar is like a skid wheelie bar for the King Sling. I'm working on another one for the typical LMT. So be on the lookout for that one too. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. I'll catch you guys next week. Go do all the stuff you do at Tony's websites and go buy his stuff and follow, share the video, like it. Check out my YouTube. I started posting more stuff to it. RC Amigos, Instagram, RC Amigos. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a good night. And Tony's still a dirty pirate hooker.